Okay, I'm Robbie Knight. This is the third edition of my Green Report Card vlog. And what we're going to be doing right now in our little echoey conference room is talking to Rodney Cyr of Forever Bags. And he does have a product, but the reason I wanted to talk to Rodney is that you are associated with the Environmental Coalition.
The Forever Bags is a campaign of the Environmental Coalition. Just like Girl Scouts sell cookies.
Okay.
This is our cookies.
Okay, great. And this is all about awareness. And Rodney knows so much about the history of the bags and really all of the particulars that I thought that we would start with that shopping bags, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So we're starting with paper.
The paper bag, everybody knows.
Yeah.
Our parents had them, we had them, and everybody would just fill them up and use them for different purposes.
Sure.
Then what happened with deforestation, because only about 2% of them, of billions and billions of them are actually recycled. So everybody's looking for a different alternative, because actually it takes less energy to make a plastic bag than it does paper bag.
Right.
But the plastic bag pollutes more than the paper bag does.
It does. And then we find out what it does to marine life, and it just makes you like, that killed Flipper.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And plus the paper bag is easier to recycle. As far as many times you can use that. With this, you can only recycle it one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and then what became real popular was, of course, the cloth bag. And plenty of these are around, and people have been using these. These last real well. The nice thing about them also is they're washable. But they are bulky, they are big, and then the next one.
Some of them shrink when you wash them.
And they do shrink.
Okay, so from cloth.
We have the cloth bag, and
Right.
then we also have the 99-cent. This is actually a plastic bag, and
Wait, this is plastic?
this is actually a plastic.
It kind of feels like cloth, but it's kind of a creepy kind
Exactly, it's a polypropylene. It's made from petroleum.
Polypropylene. Oh,
See
look at that!
see how easy?
That happened to one of mine.
Yeah.
It just the corner tore on like a cracker box.
And
or
they
something.
last maybe 6 months. The funny thing is to make this bag here, the plastic bag, uses only about this much plastic. Okay? Very small amount of plastic.
Wow.
So if you were to make 6 months worth of the plastic bags, you would probably use up only about this much plastic.
Oh my gosh.
So it's actually a net negative to use these 99-cent bags. They don't wash, they don't recycle well. The t-shirt bags recycle a lot better.
Wow.
So then what happened was it's a plastic bag, but it's a heavier duty plastic bag.
Oh yeah.
So these type,
Right.
which are very thick
Yeah.
and durable. They're not washable. They are bulky, but they do hold quite a bit. You know, I think they would last probably, I would say, gosh, a year or two at least.
Right.
So you have those, which are okay. They're not very expensive.
They take up a lot of room in the car.
They do, and they're very expensive as well. So then people came up with different designs on those types of bags where they kind of make like a sewing basket where they can link them together and have handles and everything like that.
Yeah, big fancy thing.
So then we come into these nylon bags.
See, I love these.
These are great. Oops.
I love these things.
These are nice.
Because they fold up. It's like this.
Exactly.
And this is one of yours. But I love it because literally, you hold the camera for a second.
Okay.
Hold the camera on my hands for a second. So you get to the checkout line and you just, I pulled that off, but you just pull it out like this.
Right.
And the people at the checkout line will look at you and go, oh, that is so neat. Where'd you get that? Is it hard to get it back in the bag? And then you go like this. No, it's not. Because it goes right back into the pouch.
Yep,
it's the awesomest darn thing, and you can put it. And I have 4 of these in the bottom of my backpack purse thing.
Absolutely.
It's great. Yeah,
because you never forget them.
You don't. They're always with you.
Yeah. And the big problem that all stores and everybody says, probably 80–90% of the people say they forget their bags. They'll have these bags, but they forget them. Ours, the Environmental Coalition has a patent on this. It's called a bag in a bag. It has a stuff sack in the opening.
Right.
It's a great big bag. It'll hold a lot of groceries.
Yeah.
There's the mesh bag, this big bag, and a lunch bag. But of course, the nice thing again, just like that one, is that the bag stuffs right into the sack.
It really is easy. It just slips right in there.
So then when you carry it around, you just carry 3 small ones like this.
Look at that.
And
That's a big one.
The reason we came up with this, in doing focus groups and surveys and things, we asked kind of for people to do an open kimono why they didn't bring the bags in, they thought. And men said that they didn't bring the big chunky bags in because it was demasculating. They were carrying a purse or a bag or something like that they didn't care for.
Well, of course, you can't even get a man to hold on to your backpack for you if it's got flowers on it, Please hold this. No.
So women said it wasn't stylish enough, so they thought subconsciously they left them in the car.
Stylish?
Stylish.
What does that mean?
Styling.
Okay.
Now, also the nice thing about this one is, of course, you carry 3 or 4 of them, and you can
Yeah.
do serious grocery shopping with it, not just a lunch bag, a smaller one like
Okay.
this. But also you can
I
carry
love
them like
these.
this, and then if you want, when the bags are full, you can actually just clip the
Oh,
full
you clip them
grocery
all onto
bags
the thing.
on there
Yeah.
like that, and then you have a nice handle to carry all your
Okay.
grocery bags.
Yeah, see, I don't like the clip. I would never carry the clip into the store because I would just
Right.
wouldn't remember it.
Right.
I need to have something easy to
Just
fit
the
in the
same
bottom
as-
of my purse. And I mean, when I carried this kind of bag in before, it gave me this weird childhood flashback of why is she walking into the store with an empty bag? Is she going to steal something? So I feel guilty. It's like this weird subconscious thing
Oh, yeah.
where I don't want to carry the big bags into the store. And these are good choices, though. I mean, we're not telling people these aren't good choices.
Absolutely.
The cloth is awesome. You know, it's just that my favorite happens to be these little collapsible bags.
Bag in a bag.
Yeah, the bag in a bag. I just love those things. So, these will last how long?
This one should last 10, 15, even 20 years. I've
Wow.
talked to people who had them. They got them like in Japan when they had nylon 20 years ago.
Right.
And I asked them, you know, if they use them regularly, and they said they did. They used
Okay.
them weekly. They washed them all the time. and I
Yeah, you
was
can
just-
wash them.
I was amazed at how long that they had kept these, and they were just
Right.
in beautiful, beautiful shape.
Yep, I love the fact that I can wash this thing. You know, I don't even put it in a dryer. It's
compact.
just, it's
Yeah.
compact. It's always
easy.
with me.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's no impact,
Right.
basically.
Right.
I mean, even when these start to rip, you can sew them back together.
Now the quandary is, how do you get people off of the habit? Because us and our parents and probably our grandparents had the plastic and the paper, and,
Yep.
you know, so they used those. But now they need to, instead of getting it at the checkout counter, the bag, they need to bring it in with them, and that is the big problem. There's laws in Colorado that they're trying to pass right now, and
You talk about SB 156.
That's
Right, and that's the plastic bag law. That's eliminating those.
they're going to charge 6 cents if you.
I'm
use
staying away
one
from
of
the
these.
logo. You're holding me.
So they're going to use those at 6 cents
Yeah.
a piece is what they're going to charge, and
Right.
to motivate people to use reusable shopping bags.
Sure.
We,
The problem is, though, I'm afraid a lot of people are going to use paper anyway.
They will, because a lot of people forget them. And one thing
That's
they can,
my fear.
and we came up with a concept to try and help overcome that, because we're finding it takes 12 to 18 months for somebody to change the habit and bring in their own reusable shopping bags.
Okay.
When they go into the store, purchase their groceries, and then realize that they have forgotten their reusable bags in the car,
Right.
all they do is ask if it can be recarded. And what we do in that case is they take the groceries, check them out, put them back in the cart with
Right.
no bag, no box or anything, bring it out to the car, and then put the groceries in the bags that are in the car. And they find that little bit of pain actually helps them after about 3 or 5 times of doing it, that then they bring their reusable shopping bags.
You know when the real pain would hit? The cherry tomatoes go everywhere, like all over the parking lot. Boing! If it was something like that, I'd be like, where did I bring my bags?
That's another thing about these bags, these plastic ones.
Yeah.
You're going to have a dozen of these at the back seat, and when you get home, your oranges and your cans and everything.
Oh, they're everywhere,
scattered.
yeah.
And then you're trying to put 6 of these on each hand.
Right.
And it doesn't keep them together.
Yeah.
So if you have
Yep.
a nice big bag, it does that.
Okay, great. And if you want to go to my website, if you want to go to the Green Report page that has links on it at 995themountain.com, go to the Green Report links page. You can find actually the link to your site,
Yes.
as well as the Environmental Coalition.
That's right.
And everything about Forever Bags. These are not the only good choices out there, but they are very good choices. Now, where can we find this stuff?
These are at the Vitamin Cottage right now, or
Okay.
you can find them on foreverbags.org.
Oh, that's right.
It's the number 4, EVERBAGS. Typically now we're in most of the shows, if anybody goes to the Home and Garden Show or the Taste of Colorado or any of those, we'll be at those.
Okay, great. So you can do that, and this is not a forever bag in and of itself, so feel free to choose whatever brand you want to. But using a reusable bag that you know you will actually commit to using will help out tremendously. Rodney Cyr, thank you so much.
Thank
You were
you.
awesome.